FOG Andrew here, and the coach here from Family of Gamers. Welcome, Wargamers, to an exciting, awesome episode. Today, we are going to be asking the question, is the Mantic Vault worth it? So, what is the Mantic Vault? Well, we should probably also talk about what the Mantic Companion app is a little bit, just for a little bit of context. Coach, what is the Mantic Companion app?
So, the Mantic Companion app is Mantic's official site for you to build an army and to browse events and whatnot, and learn how to play Kings of War, Armada, Dead Zone, and Firefight. They're putting it all in one place.
So, real quick, our opinion of that, really quick, of the companion app. What do we think about that? I think it's a nice little thing that brings all the Mantic stuff together. It's a nice little thing that they're doing. What about you?
If anybody knows the channel or has listened to team building or just any of our videos, I love building lists. So to have everything in one condensed place is good. You can share lists. You can talk about it. The app, it's events here, articles, stuff like that, which is good. And also, it could save your lists. So here's a bunch of our lists here. The only thing is that for Armada, you get this. I would like a way if they can kind of replicate the cards. You know what I mean? Like maybe be able to print up the cards with this information on it. If they could do something like that. That I would like because Armada has a lot of the cards. But for now, lists, not bad. I like it a lot. I think it's a good thing to have. So, but recently, this thingamajig right here popped up.
Ooh, okay. So what is the Mantic Vault?
All right, so let's click on it. And Mantic basically did a thing where they are giving us STL files.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
So this is a way for them to give the file. So here's a bunch of Armada stuff. Here is basically the Basilean starter and the Orc starter that you would buy. Here's some Halfling stuff, Islands for Armada, and I guess these are stuff I'm not familiar, but for Kings of War. But I think it's a smart idea in a way that, they're like here, if you can see here, there are just heads with arrows and bows and arrows. Here is some dudes with heads, shields, and lances, axes, and whatnot. So that's where it is. This is your welcome pack. I like this guy's cool. Keep track of the rounds, some of the plants, some cool stuff like that. So I think it's a nice little thing they got going on here. So
so it's basically you just get the files. You pay one monthly subscription. You get the files. You print the files, and then you use that stuff to play. Now, the real question is, are you able to use these in tournaments?
Well, Ronnie did say that if you print this stuff, it's tournament approved.
Oh,
because it's technically, although you're printing it on your personal printer, they are Mantic sanctioned models. So, like, I printed the ships. They're the exact size that you would get in the box. So I think that's a good thing.
So that makes it a little bit easier. You're not trying to guess what size you need to make ships, and everything. So that seems like it works out nice.
I think the ships not so much. Well, it does because of the movement, but I think when you're doing miniatures, there's a bunch of stuff that they have to fit. So I think what's good about it is let's we're not really playing Kings of War yet. I don't know if we're going to get into it, maybe eventually in the future. But let's say sci-fi range. I have a ton of guys with just like torsos or just legs or whatever. If I can print up a bunch of stuff here and add to that, so half off sprue, half printed, that would save me a lot of time instead of buying 10 boxes of something to make, let's say, 50 units, but I have 200 things left over, just bits that are sitting there.
Right.
I could actually utilize it. So instead of me buying 3 boxes to make 10 guys because of the bits. I could print up this stuff, maybe buy 2 boxes and work it out that way. I kind of like that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do they have for, what are we in May?
So this is the May thing.
Oh, that's the May thing. Okay,
right.
So it's Orcs, Basilians for Armada.
Right.
And it looks like some stuff for Kings of War.
Yeah, the Halfling Flyer, which is actually pretty cool right there. Some of the islands and whatnot. Here is, I guess, the welcome pack. So this was for the Giants. There's Ronnie the Bard. There's a Medic, Goblin Sniper, and Plague Victim 901. Experiment 901 there, the Wolverine guy. Subject 901. I don't have them, so I printed them. It's good. And there's a carnivorous plant. There's some other stuff here. But, they're going to do, like, if you stay with them for a few months, you get some rewards here. But let's look at this. So now we looked at what we already had. So coming in June, I guess we're going to... Well, they're going to do pre-supported files. That's good if you don't know what to do. I usually just let Leechy take care of it for me. But here's what I like, though. So here, if we look, in June, we're going to get the 2 Basilian, the big ships, and the 2 big Orc ships, which we don't have. I guess rounding everything out, plus the flyers. And I really like this, the Goblin Flyer, some new islands here. The Vault Chasers, okay, which before the Rules Committee destroyed the Vault Chasers, they were actually really good. So, but, maybe we could run more, because another thing, I have I think 3 boxes of them. But now if I want to do specific, let's say I just want to run a charger, I could print up a bunch of chargers and do it like that. Tangle, I think they said this is for Kings of War, but that looks like the Dead Zone Tangle. And here's a tank for Kings of War here. But here, check this out. So, we went to Adepticon, we got into Armada, and I bought the Dwarf Fleet. And I really do like the Dwarves, but I was like, you know what? I wish I had a few more Hunters. They're cheap, and I really like them. So now I could print up, say, 5 Hunters, have them ready to go, and I could run 7 Hunters, because I have 2 from the box, and then the 5 that I print up, and it's all street legal.
Right. So that's cool that, I know when we were playing Armada and testing it out at home after Adepticon, especially me with the Trident realm, I was like, oh, I want more gun turtles. Oh, I want more this. Now it gives you an opportunity to actually print up these extra ships, and now you could actually take a lot more. You could take more stuff. I'm hoping they do a Trident realm thing so I can take just all gun turtles and a giant squid or something like that.
Yeah.
Or even with Dead Zone, I want more Rebs, I want more Saphir Lancers. Okay, I'll take, I'll take some more, print up more Saphirs and take those.
Right. And also, too, a lot of the guns broke off here, so I like to maybe print it up again and have, that would be like kind of my flagship of the fleet. But if you look here, so this is what's coming out. And I got to tell you, I've been printing them up, and they're basically how the renders are here. That's what we print up. So it looks pretty cool. Okay. Some new stuff here. So this is what's coming in June. So, and now I'm looking at it this way. I already have my Dwarf Fleet done. Okay. We already have printed up the Orc Fleet, and we've printed up the Basilian Fleet. That's come out. When June 1st hits, I'll already put these on the printer ready to go. Print them up. Now we have Trident Realms, Dwarfs, Basilians, and Orcs, right? Ready to go. But now with the new book, there will be pirates, ghosts included. So now if we print up another 2 sets of Orc ships, another 2 sets of Basilian, and another 2 sets of the Dwarf ships, we'll have pirates and ghosts ready to go from every faction.
Right.
So I think
that's basically 6 armies.
Correct. Ready to go. So, and I like to theme it, so I don't have to say, okay, well, we're gonna take this Basilian, Dwarf, and Orc, and we'll proxy them. I like to have them already painted up as pirates or as the ghosts or whatever, just as a hobbying thing to make it look cool on the table.
Right. So now, I mean, overall, it seems pretty cool.
Right.
For you being an avid 3D printer now.
Right.
For the last few years, and these games are some of our favorite games that we play.
Right.
But the real question is, how much is this a month?
Well, before you get into that, if you look at the vault, okay, you get the companion as part of it.
So you get the companion and the vault.
Right. Well, it's included, but it's not included.
Okay.
So, like the companion is a free thing that you can get for 2 armies. 2 armies for free for each game. 2 lists for free for each game. But when you go, like, let's just look here. Let's go. Let's build an army. So let's go back to Armada. All right. Oh, that's not it. Let's go back to Armada List Builder and the Basilians. So what I did was, these are all the guys that we printed up so far, just to see their stats and stuff. But when you look here, they give you all the rules also. So you can look up rules. And that's part of the paid subscription thing. So for a few bucks more, it's not bad. I did the early bird, so it's about $10 a month for all the files and the companion app to be it. So the way they kind of structured it was, you do the companion app, and then for a few bucks more, you get the vault. So it's like, I don't know, Americans like $12, $13 exactly. And I'm not exactly sure, but it's $12, $13. But you get all the stuff. So I think for us, it's a pretty good thing. I mean, the vault, I've already printed everything here, for Armada. So I can't complain. For a few bucks to print up a full army. And then this might actually get us into Kings of War, because we have a few armies here. But if I can print a bunch up, buy the book, and we're on our way.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, how should I put it? A little insane for only $12 a month, and you get to print all of these things. Now, granted, filament and everything and resin costs a little bit, but still, it's I think, being a non 3D printer person, I even think it's a really good deal for only, about $12, $13 a month.
Right.
I think it's a pretty good deal. You get all that stuff. Do you think it's a good deal?
You know what? I think it is, but also, let's say you decide to, times get tough, you don't want to do it anymore. You'll always have it on the vault where you can go back and get your files. Right. So let's say I did a few months, and then 5 months ago, they did a Dead Zone thing where I'm doing GCPS, and I want to get some flamethrower guys. But I ran out of flamethrowers, but I have enough dudes. So I could print up some stuff, 1, 2, 3, print it up, cure it, and ready to go. Instead of ordering it and waiting, I have that on file. So now, even though we're not playing Kings of War, and we do in the future, we'll have enough files to go back and do it. So like my Mini Factory does that, where like even if you cancel a Patreon or a subscription, they still hold all your files there because you've paid for it. So you have access to it. So it doesn't take space on your computer. I think that's another good thing too. You build up your own library.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it's worth it. You think so too, right?
Yeah, I think it's worth it. We're getting all these ships basically for, only $12, but we gotta wait for it to be printed, and that's always the worst part. We gotta wait for the print.
Yeah, I think printing each ship is about an hour and a half. So
yeah,
if that much. I mean, I have an older resin printer, but new ones. I mean, nice Father's Day gift. The new resin printer would be great, but I think that all in all, when you come down to it, it's definitely worth it. I think this is the wave of the future too. And then also, if you don't have a 3D printer, you go the old-fashioned way. Order the stuff online.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it. Check out the videos we have on the screen for more videos that we have coming out in the future. Subscribe if you like those videos as well as this one. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.